am Jazzie Carrington, and this is my show, What's Hot with Jazzie. I am introducing you to some of the hottest, most innovative people around the nation. And not only are they my special guests, but they are also my special guest co-hosts. And we will be discussing some of the hottest topics in the headlines. So let's get started with What's Hot with Jazzie. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to What's Hot with Jazzie. I'm your host, Jazzie Carrington, and tonight I am so excited. I have a very special guest in the building, honey. And if you want that hair fly, dyed, and laid to the side, yes, honey. My guest tonight is making moves in the beauty industry. He is moving up the ladder with celebrities, hip hop artists, and so much more, honey. And we're going to be seeing a lot of this guy. But first, he stopped by here and What's Hot with Jazzie. And I'm so happy to introduce you to my special guest, celebrity stylist, Darius King.
Jazzie,
yes, honey, and you look fabulous, darling.
Honey. I'm trying to get like you.
I try, honey. I try, baby. I try. But you know, Darius, I'm so happy you're here because, oh my God, you are a busy dude.
Amen.
Man, honey. Yes. You know what? First, I want to ask you because oh my God, you're doing hair and it's just, oh my God, it's just more beautiful. Every time I see your posts, it's like, oh my God.
Thank you.
I mean, you're just so fabulous. So how did you get started into doing hair? Is this something you just knew you wanted to do, or how did you start out?
What's crazy is I often have to like remind myself like of the answer to that question because it's like as a child, I would purposely be characters and things that would have like hair so I could keep a wig. And like I would just cut it up and stuff like and play with it. I had a drawer. And I remember being in middle school, I had a drawer. And every day coming home from school, I would get in that drawer, get a wig, and, cut it up. But as I went through high school, I purposely wouldn't take the SAT.
Really?
And I purposely would like try to find my way and finagle my way out of like doing extracurricular stuff, like as far as after high school, like applying for the military, or applying for colleges and stuff like that. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be famous. After I'm gonna go bow wow to this shit. And it's so crazy because I really feel like my relationship with God got stronger in that year, and I graduated a year early.
Yeah.
So this is how God is so funny. That's the question because what people don't know is I graduated a year early from high school. And that was one of the most lost, like, confused phases I've ever been in my life. I was 17 and I'm graduating. I'm like, first of all, did y'all mean to call me to the office and tell me I'm graduating? Like, I was a scholar. However, I was like, ain't no way in hell. So, fast forward. Now I'm forced to take SATs after high school. Like I gotta go and sign up to take one because I never took one. And then I had to apply for every branch in the military, Air Force, Army.
You in the military?
It got to the point where Jazzie, I was studying for the exam, like day and night over the summer.
Well, let me ask you this though. When did it finally hit you that I don't want to do this? I'm meant to do hair. This is what I meant to do. This is my purpose.
I really feel like I remember sitting on my bed one day. This is after I done tried the military and I had every job that you could think of. I got fired from
Me too.
I got fired from every job. I'm sitting on my bed. Oh, and I had went to I had tried Royal College. for like a whole term. So like the fall semester up until the summer. Mm-hmm. And I remember they had asked me when I went to the military, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?" I was like, "No, go get my recruiter. Take me home." So I remember sitting on my bed one summer, and I was like, "God, I don't want to work no more. Like, I don't want to take tests for the rest of my life. Like, can you please help me?" And I was raised in the church. Like, all my grandfathers are pastors. However, preachers' kids and preachers' grandkids, they be the worst. So a lot of people don't know that about me. However, my relationship with God got stronger then because I was very lost, very confused. And I'm like, who else do you turn to? So, so when I did that, I applied for every hair school in the nation because I'm like, what do people in hair school do? They just go to school, they do hair, stuff like that. And I got accepted into Paul Mitchell, and it was like a love at first sight from there. Like, I fell in love with the thought of doing hair. I flourished, literally. And, you know, in between there, like, I wasn't really attentive in school after a while. Excuse me, because I was so booked outside of school. Yeah. I was so savvy with, I don't want to make blowout money. I want expenses.
Well, you know, exactly. Speaking of paying the bills, now I know that you also was the hairstylist to one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's former cast members. And I know she was a friend to Nene Leakes, I believe, on the show. And I know I've seen you do hair for a lot of music artists, hip hop artists, a lot of artists that are coming up that are really doing very well. And they're coming up the ladder, and I've seen the styles and the hair, and I tell you, like, when you see an artist or when you see these celebrities and things, do you already know in your mind what you want to do? Because you're very creative. You're very creative.
The funny part about that is I feel like there's a difference between a hairstylist and a hair artist. There's a lot of people who can like create artwork within the hair. You know what I'm saying? But it may not be melted or like look as good as far as the install portion, but you get the message. You know what I'm saying? Like hair show hair and stuff like that. And then you have people who can melt the hell out of a lace and, you know, style accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with me, a lot of times I was reaching out to celebrities via Instagram or blowing them up in their email. And I'm blowing them up like to the point where, you're gonna know my name because you see it so much in your email. You're gonna block me, or you're gonna answer me and pay me some attention. And it's so crazy because a lot of my clientele, especially my A-list clientele, have come from that, and we'll laugh about it in the end. Like my very first celebrity client was Anaya Lamise. Wow. She's an influencer on Instagram, and she's an artist. And it was crazy because my first celebrity was supposed to be Megan Thee Stallion, and nobody would know me ever because I was about this story. I was promised by like some janky promoters, like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna do Megan. Clear your schedule." I told my assistant that day, I was like, "Look, we're clearing the books." Wow. Girls came out of town that weekend to get their hair done by me. I'm like, "No, Megan coming," and it was homecoming season. So around this time, 4 or 5 years ago, I had this bomb ass, like, because you know she the hot girl. I had this bomb ass fire flame inspired wig, orange down to the red. Went to the liquor store and bought Douce. Like 19 years old, by Douce. Thinking I'm about to meet Megan. 30 minutes before the show, I texted her best friend, which was Kelsey at the time. Okay. I'm like, "Kelsey, like, I'm trying to get that." She was like, "Oh, I wish you would have told me earlier. Like, she's been looking for a stylist all day." What she wants? And I've been ready and prepared, boy. What you mean? Girl, I was so irritated. You were done. Megan went on stage with a ponytail. Oh no. Look, clutch my pearls. I was so irritated. However, I had to keep going. So I was like, "Oh, okay. Now, next time I know I don't have to go through a middleman. I'm going to go through the sources.
And I love it.
First person closest to them. Child, I reached out to Anaya, background dancer. She was like, what is this boy doing? I said, I want to do all y'all here. And Anaya was on a tour, HBCU homecoming tour. She only wanted me for one day originally when she ain't know. She met me. She cleared her.
I love it. Well, you know, Darius, you are just so fabulous. And here on What's Hot with Jazzie, you know, we also tackle what's going on in the headlines. So we're getting ready to do, I know, right? He's like, oh, wait. So well, that was a hot topic you just mentioned. But look, so we do our hot topics. Mm-hmm. So first thing we want to talk about, especially since talking about artists.
Jazzie, hold on, I'm not getting hot flash.
Look, listen, man. I thought it was just me. I get it.
Have a roofer on my head.
Look, but yeah. So we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj recently in the headlines. Right. Yeah. So Nicki recently she and Lotto were nominated for Grammy Awards. Now, as I understand it, this is Nicki Minaj's first Grammy nomination, which I was surprised because I thought she had already been nominated.
Yeah, I feel like that was so.
Well, here's the thing. So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. So Nicki Minaj was nominated. This is her first time, but she was nominated in the pop category.
And the crazy thing is, she was actually nominated in the rap first, and they moved her to the pop category.
Are you serious?
That was her whole argument. Why is my rap song that has a pop beat, but was executive produced and created by another rapper? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why was it moved to a pop category, but you keep a song like Big Energy in
the rap category?
When it's a poppy song.
Right.
You have a sample from Mariah Carey.
Exactly. Which Mariah, I think most of the time when she was out, she was considered pop.
Right.
So here's the thing. I'm with Nicki on this one.
I'm definitely with Nicki.
Yeah, I'm with Nicki on this one because I know, look, I'm like Erykah Badu. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my ish.
A whole lot of
See, he said the real word. Okay? The real word. But the thing about it is, I feel like, she's done well. Nicki is a good artist. She's a great artist.
She's an icon.
She has earned the right to be nominated in the rap category. She is a rapper. That is who she is.
And in my opinion, I feel like Nicki, the art, because a lot of times people get the two confused. Because even now, I can say, as a Nicki Minaj fan, I'm not a Barb. However, I am a Nicki Minaj fan because I literally grew up on Nicki. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, when it was hot to go and tag along on the hate train,
y'all
didn't know that this woman who is enduring all of this is going to then come back 2 years later and now give y'all the response that y'all been waiting on.
Exactly.
Now y'all hate it because you have uproars with BET. You have uproars with a lot of different celebrities in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because y'all also joined the hate train, feeling like this one particular, I'll say, person and topic was going to go on forever.
Yes.
Because y'all are mad at Nicki from the Met Gala umpteen years ago.
What?
But y'all not even really
now, do tell the Met Gala. What happened with the Met Gala?
When Nicki and Cardi initially got into it at the Met Gala at the Harper's Bazaar party.
Right.
And y'all want to say that my girl was in the corner. But it's the time and the place for everything. I promise you, Harper's Bazaar is not where we gonna scrap up and fight. I'm sorry.
Right, exactly.
We're on the street right now.
Right.
I don't care that we're in New York. Because that don't mean nothing. Girl, we're at somebody of a higher stature's party. Like, this is his event. And he invited
A-listers.
And
like,
including you too. You get what I'm saying? Both of y'all.
Exactly.
So Nicki's like, wait, we doing what here? What? Let me go outside and swing on the pole right there. Oh my God. Like, so I just feel like, but don't get me wrong, because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of backlash on this one.
Do you? Oh Lord, okay. Go ahead. It's hot topic.
Icon, Nicki Minaj. The rap, Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
The work put in, Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
All the way through.
And you can't deny that.
You can't deny.
She's a phenomenal artist. And I think a lot of times, here's what I think happens. I think people nowadays, because everyone's so ready to cancel everyone, I think artists now, they're trying to focus too much on their private lives instead of what they have brought to the industry as an artist. And she is a fantastic artist, which are so many more rappers, because I love Cardi B, I love Megan Thee Stallion, and I still love Nicki. I mean, I do. And I think what happens is, I think we're getting too caught up into what everyone is doing behind the scenes, and we're not really focusing on the artistry anymore. And I think that's kind of a little unfair for the Grammys to put her in a pop category. She has worked hard to get to this point.
And I feel like Nicki as a whole, that's what I was getting at earlier. Nicki should have been gaining Grammys when she was doing stuff with will.i.am, David Guetta, Madonna.
Yes.
Excuse me. Nicki has worked with every.
Do you need a tongue?
Working me out. Nicki has worked with almost. I was in my bed the other day counting. I think I woke up out my sleep doing this, counting. Nicki done worked with damn near every icon in the industry.
She has.
From Kanye, Jazzie, Madonna, Beyonce, Mariah Carey.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, she has. And I do understand. And I know people are saying, you know, her and Lotto is beefing. In this instance, I don't think it's so much that she's beefing with anyone.
Nicki's the grown woman and Lotto is a child. They cannot beef. That's like me saying right now, I'm beefing with Shu. I cannot beef with Shu, Jazzie.
You trying to say I'm old?
No.
What you trying to say?
You have to respect your elders. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, it gets worse.
It's just one thing about there's Jazzie who has lived longer than me. She's wiser than me. You know what I'm saying? That's not old. That doesn't make. And I'm not gonna. If we were to not saying us, but I'm saying, as someone in a younger generation, that would be catty of me to the first thing that I can say about you is not talk about your accolades, not talk about your accomplishments, but the first thing I throw in your face is your age. That's like oh wait, you can't talk about nothing else, because guess what? I was your icon as well, just like I'm Keisha, Larry, Tom, and Mo's icon. But in every interview, if you're saying Nicki, then in this one interview, because you got a double platinum on one of your songs, there's Nicki and there's, which I don't fault her for, because there is, unlike when there was a generation of Kim in the 90s, then you have in the 2000s, who's the hottest rapper? Oh, Nicki Minaj. And nobody is in her category at all. So with Lotto saying there is Nicki, because she didn't say there's Foxy, Remy, Kim, Nicki. What she said was there's Nicki, and then you have other female rappers that are now being looked at.
But come on now. Kim, that's when Kim started it all, man. Kim was the hotness. I grew up with Kim. Bad Boy. I mean, we can't deny Kim set the bar. Queen Latifah. Lil' Kim, Queen Latifah.
Kim was the reason I was scared of the D.
Exactly. Okay. And then you had Moni Love. You had my girl. Oh my God. If I wasn't thinking about her, oh God, she is
so, Foxy?
Foxy was fantastic. MC Light. Yes. Salt and Pepper.
And now you have
Salt and Pepper was when I was in high school, you know?
Right.
That was before women were even being acknowledged as female rappers.
So now you have people like, which is what Lotto was saying.
Yeah.
It's back to that point where you now have a hot commodity of rappers. You have Lotto, you got City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, you got London Hill, you got
you had a plethora. But but I feel like those people like Little Kim, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Moni Love, Roxanne, all these people, they really set the standard and it just took off from there. But I do understand that Nicki, you know, I think she should get her due, and I do think she should be in the rap category, and that's all I have to say about it.
But you know that they came out with an article on Variety, child.
Well,
and they said, "Oh, Nicki, she's so iconic that she's in multiple rap categories, but you know it's not for the song that got moved."
Because the song is called
Super Freaky Girl.
Yes, Super Freaky Girl.
You know they're talking about the song she did with Lil Baby, Do We Have a Problem?
Yes.
Oh, yes, those are in rap categories. And then we have other songs
like Nicki that are in rap here's categories. What I'm hearing. This is what is hearing. So I guess black people got to be ghetto and act ghetto to be in the rap category.
But bad pitch, I could be a fantasy. I could say you got big energy. That's not ratchet or ghetto.
It's not. I love Lotto. I love Lotto. It's not ratchet. What I'm saying is that do you feel like that they kind of feel like they wanted to put her in the pop category because, like you said, Lotto's big energy, it's not, it's very light. It's very, which really it's called big, you know, they changed. But
you know why they did that?
Why?
Because with Nicki now entering the Grammy chat, because you know it took 3 years for her to even get here.
Right.
But Nicki's been in the game for over 16.
Yeah.
So with that being said, there was a post the other day. It was almost every female rapper from Megan, Cardi, who else? I can't even think right now. But Megan, Cardi, and some other people that have Grammy. Even Lil Kim has a Grammy.
Yes.
Nicki used to clear the BET awards with the female hip hop awards.
Yeah.
8 years straight. Y'all then have somebody else to bring in the chat. Now Nicki not clearing the category. She's not even in the category no more, right?
Oh yeah, that's
back to the grid. If we bring Nicki out, but we put her in this rap category, she's gonna win off that. But if we put her in the pop category, that's gonna bring
conspiracy.
Because we're bringing Nicki Minaj in the same category as Adele.
And I love her to clutch my pearls.
Who's going to hello from the other side? And super freaky girl.
I love it. We're moving on. That was on that note. Moving on. So we were talking about the Housewives of Atlanta, former castmates. So recently, Cynthia Bailey and Mark Hill. Oh, I know, right? So recently it came out in the headlines that they are getting divorced. And I don't think they've been married, but what, 3 years? I think.
I ain't watched Housewives in a month of Sunday. But the last time I did, Cynthia just walking down somebody's damn aisle.
She was.
Did you just
she was.
Man with that gray hair?
Peter.
But Peter didn't care. And the St. Paul St. Peter didn't give a damn. What make you think that you could put another nigga on TV and they was gonna care? Girl, after too many seasons, they start paying them niggas. So they're like, oh, well, baby, let me get in. Oh, yeah, I love you so much. The camera rolling. Yeah.
Well, see, it's funny that you say that because this is what people are saying is that that they feel like he mainly did this and wanted to marry her and be with her when she was still on the Housewives. Now she's left and they feel like, you know, that now he's over it. But here's the thing.
Oh, wait, that ain't no spinoff. wait, this was it. We gotta do it regularly now. He was trying to get a Cynthia family. What? I was trying to say, get your shit. I gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck outside.
You do what? We're PG-13. But yeah, pretty much. But here's the but that's what he said. But see, the thing about it is that I think she was really pushing this marriage. But here's where the red flags went off for me. Was when she was on the Housewives and she met all his friends and they were all females. No male friends, they were all females. That was first red flag number one. Two, she kept pushing. I felt she was pushing. She wanted to really get married, but I feel like that has to be a natural thing, especially with the man, because I think when you push, I mean, I question if it was for the right reasons. What is your take?
Side, because I feel like if you're marrying a successful one, first of all, you knew Cynthia Bailey when you signed up. Okay. So I feel like, first of all, Cynthia, when you took that big curly highlight wig off, it was like, they don't want no more of it. Like, but when Cynthia got that big hair on, she pulled everybody. So I feel like.
So you think it has to do with the wig she wears?
It's the wig you wear. It's the talk you talk, girl. As soon as you took your name off as soon as you handed your peach back, girl, that's when the divorce papers got filed. That's what I feel. And I feel like all of those men are gold digging men.
Yeah.
No funny. So I feel like with that being said,
he didn't want to say that part on camera.
Thank you. But every man that has had a woman on that show, tell me now, except Todd, because Todd executive produced the show, so he like, what I need to go for? Because if I go, you not on the show. You better go get on an escape tour. But what I'm getting you
better go on that escape tour. Well, I don't think Todd's the executive producer of that show
anymore.
Well, he used to be just like just a regular producer, because that's how I believe him and Candy met, was Phaedra, when they were in Africa one season.
He a part of the pig crew.
So he's not an executive producer, but he did used to be a producer on the show. But now, of course, he's moved on.
But yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like Kenya, she can't keep a man on the show. They done started making imaginary men for her.
But
Phaedra, she couldn't keep her man. Portia. Oh, I felt so bad when she was with the first man.
Oh yeah.
Andre,
I don't even remember. I can't even remember. Was it Dennis or something like that?
No, the one before Dennis. Like
Cordell.
Him. I hated him for her. Like, he did not like her at all. But then Dennis. Then you got the new man, the African man. He loved her and she loved him. I love that for her. But I say that to say, like, I feel like all of those men have a motive. They have a motive. And if you're not hot, if your storyline not cute no more, like, Apollo knew Phaedra was about to get kicked off that show. That's why he had to get his shit and go.
I don't know about that.
It's so different in Black Hollywood versus Hollywood, period. But in Black Hollywood, I feel like men definitely have a motive with a successful woman.
You think so?
I do. Like, you have to look at those shows, and then you also have to realize that a lot of these people.
But I don't think it's about Black Hollywood. I think it could just be the character of the men, whether they're Black, white, Asian, whatever they are. I think it's just the character of the men. I think the reason that we're maybe those thoughts are there is because we see it, so much on reality TV. We see it. We've seen, like you mentioned all the past shows, and of course, it's a majority Black cast. But I think
get a divorce yet.
No, they're still.
See, that's the difference. Because I feel like with people like Peter, or Apollo. Y'all know these are successful Black women, and you know that you don't have a storyline on this show. You get what I'm saying? The show is called Real Housewives. So when y'all do get y'all's 15 minutes of fame, it's like, oh wait, let me be on my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Let me treat my wife right for TV. But the reason that y'all's marriage falls short is because in real life, you don't love that woman. You don't.
Well, I think possibly maybe there were already things there before the filming began. And that, but I find that with, because I do watch The Housewives, but I found that with the other shows as well, not just with Atlanta. I've seen a lot of marriages break up with everybody.
Even not even break up, but let's get into this topic. People who feel like outsiders looking in. For instance, when they thought that whole turmoil with A$AP Rocky and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how do you cheat on Rihanna? Or Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Right.
Oh my gosh, how do you cheat on Beyonce? I was not sympathetic in that question only because it's like, wait, that's like saying, how do you cheat on a regular person? Right. Y'all know Beyonce.
Right.
Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter is who that man has to go home with every night. How do you know that she's Beyonce 24/7? Beyonce
that's a good point.
Upon a time, a groupie. And I found that out on the Kanye West documentary. Beyonce is behind.
Well, now we don't want the Beehive coming forward.
No. Coming out of Destiny Child, you was once upon a a fan of Jay-Z, probably. You like, wait.
Well, she did say she was always a fan, but I think as she, was growing up in the business and as she grew in her career, I think I have to say, hey, that it was a great match. You can't deny. Yes. Phenomenon. I mean, that's a match made, man. I'm telling you, can't get no better. Yeah,
I was one of them ones that was like, how the fuck do you
Well, on that note, thank you so much, Darius, for joining me on What's Hot with Jazzie. Oh my God, I tell you, guys, But what I want to know is, if you could let our viewers know because you do travel to your clients. So if anyone is interested in you making them fabulous, how can they get in touch with you via your Instagram?
You can reach me on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, Grindr, Jack.
And what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is I am Darius King. That's DariusKing. On Facebook at Darius King. And hit me up. Let's connect. I am a traveling hairstylist. North Carolina and Atlanta area are my two hottest commodities. However, I'm worldwide.
I love it. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I had a great time. Thank you so much for joining us on What's Hot with Jazzie. And thank you too again for watching another fantastic episode of What's Hot with Jazzie. And stay tuned for the next show for my surprise special guest and special guest co-host. And I'm Jazzie Carrington, and I'm out.